Gunbrella is a 16-bit action platform with sprinkles of Hotline Miami, Katana Zero, Ape Out and Carrion, which are all, coincidentally, Devolver Digital published. Your wife has been killed, your daughter has been taken, and the only clue that you have is a titular weapon that can not only blast people apart, but can also send bullets back at them and can float you to extreme heights. Gunbrella is much more than just another stylish action platformer, as it offers unique gameplay and a plot undertone that is surprisingly relevant. The highlight of Gunbrella is not the modified umbrella, but the relevancy of the story to many current events that are told through a bloody neo-noir lens. Doingsoft, who are most known for their chromatic Metroidvania Gato Roboto, spent most of the time developing Gunbrella during the pandemic, and it's easy to see how their frustrations with climate, corporate greed, misinformation, police brutality, and obviously isolation get channeled into this game. Although the topics are heavy, there is plenty of wit and humor that keeps the game light, and obviously lots of violence to make the extreme topics palatable. Don't worry, Doingsoft isn't forcing any agenda on you, because if you just want to shoot some bad guys with something that was originally intended to keep you dry, you still can. One of the most unfortunate things about Gunbrella is how fun the platforming can become during later sections like the factory that requires you to string together jumps, floats, and rides on pulleys, but unfortunately these were the exception and not the rule. Then there were a few minor quality of life issues like a sell all button at the vendors and a control remap feature, as switching between your ammo never felt natural and usually required a full stop, which was an issue with the fast pace of the game. With left trigger and left bumper completely unused, there was room for change. There were also a few minor technical issues like the occasional frame rate drop, but it was hard to tell if this was a style choice or an optimization issue. The biggest problem of the game is the inconsistency of the bosses. It's arguable that the first boss was the most difficult and became easier from there. They weren't lacking originality, they were lacking an element of precision and skill, as the most common strategy used was brute force. The rest of the enemies in the game did provide more strategy, with the requirement of proper timing and deflection. The final boss was taken down in seconds, which actually ties back to an earlier issue because of how tricky it was to switch ammo on the go. There was a surplus of 36 sticky bombs, which allowed me to overwhelm the boss. What Gunbrella was building up to for the past 6 to 8 hours ended in something slightly unsatisfying and anticlimactic. With a thin veil of blood, monsters, and revenge over a story that is germane to many of the current world issues, and a gameplay mechanic that, although is not fully utilized to its maximum potential, still provides a unique experience. Gunbrella finds room in the already crowded action platformer genre and is another Devolver Digital game worthy of your time.